to my channel. Today we are starting a new challenge. I think it's about time that I recorded a challenge, and because it's my first challenge, I wanted to do something special, and I love the Decades Challenge. So, the Decades Challenge has been around for such a long time, and I have done it before, not just on camera. If I remember correctly, it was Zombie Cleo that first introduced this challenge, and I am playing on a somewhat of an upgraded rule set, but it's a brilliant challenge. So if you haven't done it, please try it because it's so much fun. So, the basic is that you are starting out in the 1819s, and it's a legacy challenge. So you start off with a sim, and then you grow your family. And for every heir that is introduced, you skip one decade ahead. So with the next heir, we will skip to 1900s. There are some special rules that I'm going to go through together with you regarding the historic accuracy of the game. I have some of my own that I will go through with you, and then we will have an introduction of my two Sims, and then we will have a little look around their house that you can see in the picture here. I love this house, I really do. But anyway, the rules of this challenge is that when you start up, you need to start up with one or two Sims that needs to be young adults or older. So both of my Sims are young adults. There are no restriction in casts from the challenge, but to challenge myself, because I tend to use quite a lot of CCs when I play usually. I have forbidden myself to use CC in this game. It's a bit of a challenge because of the way the dress. There are not a lot of 1819's clothes in the game, but I think I have something that will work. Well, let's see anyway. So, and if we choose to play two Sims, they need to be married or engaged and then married as soon as possible. But my two Sims are married. The setup is that also that you start out with 16,000 simoleons, and then you have to buy a land and build a house with it. And if you choose to start in an apartment, that is okay, but as soon as you get children, you need to move out of the apartment and get a house. So, the rules for the first generation, the 1980s. Only male heirs are allowed, so no female heirs. So we need to make sure they get a male child. Sims may only marry within their own ethnicity and with the opposite sex. We can never woohoo, we can only try for baby. And there is no electricity, so nothing fancy like lights with electricity or computers or television or something like that. The only exception from this rule is the fridge, because we need somewhere to have our food. And then we don't get any indoor plumbing. It should be outside of all of it. And let's see, yeah, the woman will take care of the house and the children, do the laundry, the dishes, and so on, and the man will earn the money and work in the garden or on the farm, or they can have a career as either an entertainer, a doctor, or a criminal. Nothing else. So, Oh, yes, and you can open a retail store if you want to, and if you have the money to do so. So, I think that is the most basic things. Yes, the children, they must attend elementary school, but high school is optional. And it is encouraged to use a mod for teen pregnancy and marriage. I have one installed, so we can use that, and it is a viable option. Because back in the days, you started your family quite young. Because, to be frank, they didn't live that long, so you couldn't hang around that long. And we can only use bathtubs, no showers. And only wooden furniture and no wallpaper on the walls, as you will see later on. If we get sick, we can't take any medication. So we either need to ride it out or take herbal medicine. Yes, and the children must be born at home, no hospital. I am going to try to make this as historically accurate as possible. I have some questions for you, how you want me to put it, to make it more historical accurate. But that being said, this is The Sims, so we will have to endure people with other types of clothes going by, neighbors visiting, and so on. I have tried to stock the neighborhood with time appropriate Sims, but we all know how townies are. And yes, I think that is everything. Of course, I will have a little walkthrough with you, and I will tell you the backstory of my Sims. So the backstory for my Sims actually started with the house that I built, because I love this house, and the reason why I love it so much is it's basically the house that I own in real life. So the story is that my house that I live in, the first part is really old, and it has been extended throughout the years, but this is how it started out. So I built my story around the house. I'm not sure if we should take the Sims first, maybe. Or should we take the house first? No. No, I think we should go with the Sims. So, the first one is Ebba. And I'm sorry, this is Swedish names, and I will come back to that in a moment. If you want me to continue using Swedish names, please let me know. If you want me to go a bit more Americanized, please let me know again in the comments below, and I will accommodate you. But for this first generation, I've gone with Swedish names. So this is Ebba. Sorry, Ebba is the name of my great great grandmother, so I think it's really appropriate to have her named Ebba. And yes, this is her traits. As you can see here, she is family orientated, of course, because we all know they will have a lot of children, so she really needs the patience for that. And as you see, I have tried to make her time appropriate. And on to her husband. This is Herbert. Maybe you pronounce it Herbert in English. Anyway, um, Herbert is he is a collector. He's a natural enthusiast. He's a good sim, of course he is, and these two will. The backstory is they are Swedish immigrants. They have just come to America. They got married before they shipped over to America because they wanted to get married around with their friends and family. And now they have ended up here and they have built a little house that reminds them of their home. And yeah, They're a really cute couple. I really like them, especially Ebba. I don't know, but something about her is just. Oh, yeah. She's one of my favorite Sims that I have created in a long time. Um, so they've moved to America. They're starting out fresh here in the new country, and we get to follow them and the future generations as they established here in America. So, let's have a little look at the house. This is a really typical Swedish cottage, red with white trims. Um, the house that I live in, which this is based on, is what we in Sweden call a soldier's cottage, and it's the tradition in Sweden was that once you had been a soldier in the king's army and you returned home, the king would grant you a cottage to live in. Of course, it wasn't free because, of course, you had to pay the landlord for using his land, but at least you had a roof over your head. And yeah, so my house is based upon this sort of house. So my living room and my dining room is this house basically, and then during the generations people have been adding on, and it's now a much bigger house, and hopefully this is what we will do to this house as well. um, Yes, so that is the story behind the house and why it looks so Swedish. I think that we can have a bit of look inside. So let's see here. We have the porch, of course, with the extra trims that goes along with having a cute little porch. And while I'll change the subject for a bit because I am going to use the Sim 3 camera and I'm really unused to using it, so please forgive me for any weird uh, movements and things like that. But let's go inside the house. So we have two rooms. We have the kitchen area over here, and yeah, I just realized I forgot to put in a fridge. Oh, yeah. So let's just quickly do that. Just like me. Let's see, a fridge. We need a simple one. Just a basic, and I think it should be white because that would look, yeah, one of those. No, okay. Put it over. Oh, sometimes life just won't do what you want. So let's change this here and put that one. Yeah. Okay. So as I said, this is the kitchen area. I know that the sofa won't be. You can't use it with the table, but in Sweden it's really common to have a kitchen sofa. So for now it will stay, and when we are getting to be a bigger family it will be replaced by a chair so everyone can use the table, but it will stay for for now. So the other room that I have, it is the living room, or the family room. So we have the kitchen and the family room, and in the family room the parents will sleep. In old times in Sweden, the parents slept in the family room with the youngest child, and then the rest of the family often slept in the kitchen. So I think that is the plan for now. And as you see, all the lights are non-electrical, and yeah, I think this will be a cozy little home for our family to live in. And yeah, we also have a fireplace to keep warm in the winter because it can be pretty cold. Uh, Ah, yes, we also have this little hallway. It's a traditional Swedish thing because we have these really cold winters with a lot of snow. So it acts like an air vent or something like that. So when you open the front door, the cold air will enter into here and not into the heated areas of the house. And also the snow from your boots will keep in this area and won't be dragged into the kitchen or the living room. So I added that. At the moment, it just serves as the hamper place, but maybe we can have some use for it in the future. And then we have the outhouse. Because we don't have indoor plumbing, we have outdoor plumbing. We have a little toilet area with a bathtub and a sink and a little light for them to go into. And then we have this other space that I am hoping to be able in the future to buy a woodworking bench so that we can earn a little extra money that way. But for now, it is empty. And then we have over here we have the laundry area, and Ebba will spend a lot of time here. We all know how tedious that can be. And in the other corner of the garden, we have the actual garden. And for the purpose of this challenge, we will call it a farm, because that is what we are pretending it will be. So Herbert will be working at home at the farm, and over here we have another little garden. It's the herb garden. So my plan is if Herbert is overwhelmed by his garden and need Ebba's help, that is allowed. She will tend to the herb and flower garden that is in front of the house, and he will stick to the farm. A little bit more historical accurate, I think. Even though back then everyone needed to help out with everything in rough times, so but let's jump in, and I think we will start with having a child. Because what are we waiting for? We know they will be will have a lot of children, let's put it that way. Because that was the thing of the time. So, one reason why, and this is going to get a little dark, so please bear with me. One of the reasons why they had a lot of children is because the mortality rate of children was really high. It was pretty hard to make it into adulthood back in the day. So I was thinking that if we want to make this really historical accurate, we could make that a thing as well in game. It doesn't say anything about it in the rules because, as I said, it's pretty dark. But if you're interested in it, I am willing to have some kind of throw a dice and see if a child will survive or not into adulthood. We can make that happen, but that is up to you. So leave a comment in the comment section below so I know what you are interested in watching. Aren't they cute in their nightgowns? Ah, well, Ebba is supposed to be cooking, and I think that we will send we will send him out to rummage around, see if he can find anything to harvest. I know it's early spring, so there won't be much to harvest, but we really need to get going with the farm, and I would prefer him to find it and harvest it rather than us buying it, even though it would be more accurate to think that he would buy it or at least bring it from home. And let's get out of his nightgown and let's start out. So, let's see. We will have a look around to see what is available in our immediate area. So, I have chosen a part that is fairly green and that is, well, it's not in the middle of town, so we have some options about roaming around, even though I can't seem to find any. And he is talking to his wife, that is good. And let's see what we have over here. Well, here we have this little park area. See what we can find. Not in season, of course it's not, and that's not in season either. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Is there a fishing spot at least? No, there isn't. By the park bench, maybe? No, no fishing spot over here. Oh, we have a pea bush at least. Those can be really useful if we get a large family. Having a look. Oh, there's the neighbor. I put it in this area because the houses are somewhat appropriate for the time. So we at least don't have this fancy. Oh, guests! Ah, the neighborhood. Okay, so maybe they look a bit out of style, but what to do about it? We all know how Taiwanese are. At least they're decently dressed. So, let's have a chat with them, greet them, say hello, be friendly. We are new to this country, we need some new friends. So, let's see. Let's go over here, say hello, and welcome new neighbors. This is also, by the way, the first time that I play with my game in English. So, please forgive me if everything's taking a bit longer than usual because I need to find it in the menu. I know that many of you had an issue with me when I have been playing the games and everything was in Swedish because you think it's hard to follow, and I understand that. And I don't care if I play it in English or in Swedish, it's the same thing to me. So I switched it to English, and I hope it will be easier for you to follow along. And oh, please. Oh yeah. Maybe. Yeah, maybe she shouldn't be in her nightgown when we have guests over. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's put on some decent clothes. And oh, they have brought the fruit cake. Of course they have brought fruit cake. Oh, you could kill Sims with that one. But anyway, maybe we should be grateful that they have brought us food at least. We're not that poor. I mean, we have a decent amount of money to get by, but it will be a bit of a hard time. We will have to really work during the summer to get enough money to last us through winter, because in the winter time the garden will be a bit more dormant. And yeah, so let's say goodbye to the neighbors because we have things to do. So Ebba, she needs to go out and get the clothes clean, and her husband, he needs really to find something to grow. Why aren't you leaving? Go home. Don't eat my food. Oh, come on. I'm not that rich. Come on. And you're lighting the fireplace. Of course you are. Why are you lighting? Oh, sure. Let's just make sure that everyone is leaving us alone. Ebba is out there scrubbing on her knees, and so let's have something to eat. It's really interesting because we don't have pregnancy tests in this decade, so we won't know if Ebba is pregnant until she's good and ready to tell us. Well, we can cheat by using MC command. Um, I might do that if I'm too curious. We won't be changing the sex or anything like that. But it could be. Oh, she really needs to use the bathroom. Her stats are dropping quite fast. That is a good sign, my friends, that we have a baby coming. So let's see, because if we have a baby coming, we desperately need to make some more money. Everyone knows that babies are things that cost a lot of money. Well, not in Sims. They're really low maintenance in the Sims, but then they become toddlers, and that's where the money goes, because then we need to buy new beds and things, and I can't for the life of me find something for them to harvest so they can grow it. Oh, life's a struggle. Like, yeah, hard times. What to do, what to do? Nothing here, nothing here. Oh, come on. Well, at least we know where to find it when we need it. And, well, I guess we just have to buy it then. So, let's see. You need something to eat. And no, no, don't eat the fruit cake. Don't eat the fruit cake. Please don't eat it. And then we do need to do the dishes. And why are you? Oh, okay, sure. So let's get some. Where do we get the seeds from? Where do we get the seeds? I think it's. I mean, you're not supposed to use your phone because they don't have phones in the 1800s. But according to the rules, it is okay to use them if you need to invite someone over to your house, because there's no other way for that. And it's okay if you need to do a bit of shopping, but no social media or playing games or something like that, and no taking calls. Let me see. Oh, you are having a cry. Are you so depressed? Well, you have a cry, and I try to figure out how the hell do I buy seed packs. I mean, okay. Let's see. Interactions, fun interactions. Maybe we can buy a present for her that will be a seed. No, we can't. Okay. The struggle. I'm not used to this. I don't know. Whenever I rarely do the garden thing, and when I do, I buy from the computer. But I mean, there must be a way without us getting a computer to buy the seeds. Come on. Come on, come on. Okay, so what to do, what to do? Well, no, you can't use the phone. Let's... Okay, I will pause for a bit. I'm going to try not to pause and not to speed ahead too much, but sometimes we all need a good pause. So let's find at least something for him to do, because at the moment he's just home. Oh, pigeons. Mucking about, and that's not good for him. Oh, a pea bush. Oh, we have a pea bush as a neighbor. Nice one. We don't need another bathroom. Oh, up here have. Oh, a fishing spot. Well, at least we can go fishing. Let's do that. Let's dig something up and then we go fishing. And no plants, of course not. Well, at least we can provide for our family by fishing. So, let's see what to do next. I can't believe I can't buy seeds. I mean, they need to be somewhere over here. And I feel like I've spent almost all the episode just looking for a way to get the garden going, and it's annoying, and I'm sorry. Oh, okay. No phone for you. Uh, let's see. Go and have a bath, I think. Yeah, yeah, that will cheer you up a bit. I know it's hard to scrub. Oh, oh, right in front of me the whole time. Of course. What an idiot I am. Okay, so let's see. What to get, what to get. Well, I think we will get one pack of each of the seasonal thing, because then we are covered. I mean, we have something for the spring, for the summer, for the fall, and for the winter. I think that is the best route to take. And then we will forage and get some other things from nature, but at least then we have a starter pack. And I think it's feasible that they arrived in America with something. I mean, they wouldn't leave home completely empty handed. So let's open these packs up and see what we get. Oh, ooh, onions, nice. So let's start planting things. Okay, those will go here. Oh, I love peas. And three of those, yeah. And then we have those will be in the herb and flower garden. And then we have, oh no, come on. So this is trees, so we will plant them. No, no. We will plant them outside of the farm garden because we don't want trees in our garden. No, we don't. And then we have the onions, and we had 4 of those. Nice. Let's see. So let's head over to the herb and flower garden. Well, wait, no. You are not supposed to be planting. You can go over here and have a nap. Have a nap. There you go. And your husband can get home and do the gardening. So let's plant. Stop the fishing and come home. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, robot parts. Yeah, he wouldn't have had those, so we will sell them and pretend that we never saw them. Bye bye. And we will sell this as well. Make some extra money, but no fish. Of course, no fish. So we will put these in here, and there, and there. Oh, there. There you go. So, um, we have planted those in our herb garden, and no, and he will be planting these as well. Where are you? Herbert, hello. Come on. This is where you're supposed to be. It can't be that far away. Come on. Let's speed things up a bit. No. No, Herbert. Hello. Hello. Oh, there you go. He is coming. So, finally something for him to do in the garden. So he will just plant everything and then he will have a good watering. And well, I think that that will be it for this episode. Next episode, we will find out if they're having a child, and we will prepare for the child's arrival in that case. And if they not pregnant, then we will make sure that they will become pregnant. So yeah, I think that we will end here, and I want to say thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a comment below with a suggestion on how you want me to play this. Do you want me to go down the darker path, or do you want me to have it light and breezy and airy? I'm willing to consider both options, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and please, if you like this, subscribe so you won't miss anything, and remember to hit that notification bell so you get a notification the next time that I publish part number 2 of our little challenge. And if you liked this one, please give it a thumbs up so I know that you like it and that we can do several more parts, because I'm really looking forward to this, and I think it will be so much fun following this family and this legacy through the ages, and seeing how things evolve, and how, yeah, it really is one of my favorite all-time challenges to do. So I hope you enjoy it just as much as I do, and I will see you for the next episode. Bye.